I guess we stream it. It says
I'll
we
check.
stream it.
Let me just check for technical difficulties. Let me just make sure.
I said that shit last time. Messed it all up. Technical difficulties. Okay.
You live on YouTube?
Yeah.
Because usually it'll just pop up.
Is it up?
Oh, you gotta give me a second because you didn't pop right up, so now I gotta go to you. Well, you said I gotta find you.
I don't like that when no notification pops up.
Yeah, it didn't usually pop up.
Cause I'm off this
Yeah, it's on there. I just didn't get. Alright, looks good. Welcome to the channel.
Welcome.
Many more. We have to let people come in, so
I gotta even see my chat. Like,
well, I got it where I can see it for right now.
all
That's
right.
why I got it right here so I can see.
No, but I gotta let the
Well, you gotta see it as well. That's why it's good to have the
I got my monitor on and have it showing it.
or my tablet.
Yeah.
You
Well,
coulda-
this screen. That
you
whole
coulda-
screen could be the thing.
That's a good one. And don't mind us today because this is really a test run with our new setup. Oopsies. Just with our new setup and kind of like a freestyle. This is really a test
You gotta
run
mute
with
it.
our new setup. Hey, I know.
I'm about to text you again.
Oh yeah, we definitely gotta do it because I do not like y'all seeing my stuff in the bag. Y'all see my school bag hanging on the thing. It's not bad,
Yeah, it ain't bad.
but this is why I wanted to ask you real quick, babe, before we get into stuff.
Go ahead.
Just, I like your opinion on it because I definitely want to enroll in this class. Give me all of that. Where was it? All right. So I go to school Tuesday and Thursday. So I can take, she has a class Tuesday and Thursday from 8:30 to 9. Now usually on Tuesday and Thursday I don't have to be at school until 9:30. So that just means I have to get up a little bit more earlier. So I will start my day with the yoga though. That's what I like.
Yeah.
So from 8:30 to 9:30, or I could do the yoga classes Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's your schedule.
Yeah.
I don't have school that day, and it's from 9 to 10. So I'm like, what makes sense?
It's up to you. Really, that's your body. You want to know how much you
Well, I'm
want.
saying, do you just want to have that whole day off where you don't have to get up in the morning?
You gotta look at. I mean,
You see what I'm saying? Because
I
if you
know.
want the day off, you don't want to do the yoga classes on those days because that's my days off.
I know. Well, really, it fits your comfortability. I'm just here to support.
Yeah, I know. I was just asking your opinion.
Cause I would do it the Monday. I mean, the 3 days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then sometimes that might be too much when you got other things might be going on. Girls, doctor's appointments,
Well,
this,
it's only
that,
for it's
this.
only for an hour.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So if you're doing on the same days you going to school, it really won't bother. Like, you know what I mean?
That's what I was thinking. I might do that, the 8:30 to 9:30. I just have to leave a little earlier. That's all. I'll be up in the morning anyway. It's just getting yourself situated. Who don't want to start their day with the yoga and then learning
Fucking right. Stretching and shit.
at the same time? But make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I will be posting this on my channel, which is Goddess Niacal, but you probably will be seeing a lot of changes as far as the name and the marketing, because we're really trying to start a podcast and not just the way we've been doing it, if that makes any sense, right?
Hell yeah.
So tonight it's just a little test run just to see how everything works with the cameras, and he got like the video, another camera at the bottom for stuff.
I already know I'm a nerd. A gangster nerd, dude. Once I get this blunt roll, man, we about to get in. Don't get it fucked up, nigga. We about to get into some conversation, man. Don't let your demons make you to one. I don't think we getting off easy, nigga. You know, we better get into this shit. I gotta get my head cloudy so my thoughts can be straight. Dig that?
No, because I don't want to smell that.
And there's a lot of things in life we don't want to go through, but we would never build our strength up if we never go through nothing.
Well, that don't mean I gotta smell smoke.
Well, you ain't gonna smell smoke.
And get my hair all smoked
Yeah,
out.
get your hair smoked out.
See, another thing is being with somebody for 15 years. There's a lot of pros and cons. We're not gonna dig too much deep in that tonight, because that's just not what we want to be talking about. But you know, sometimes your hair has to get smoked out. You know what I mean? Sometimes I just, you know.
Sometimes your ear gotta get blown out. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So, we can go back and forth with some shit. It just sounds different because it's a drug. But what you do? You know what I mean? So, hey, it's a tit for tat. That's what love is about.
Next time you should have your blunt rolled up beforehand.
No, I like to do it like this because it gives people time to roll their blunt with me. So we rolling up together. Ain't that right, Chad? We rolling up together, man. That's what we doing. We doing this together. So, get my stuff situated. You're lucky I can't do it on my other account because I'll be doing 2 places at once.
Oh.
Word. So tonight we talking about don't let your demons make you the one. You already know, man. A lot of people go through things and it make them part of the things they went through. So I try to tell people go through something for an experience, but don't use their experience to make you go through the same shit. Because then, what's the point of you learning from something if you're gonna go through the same shit that you went through? You know what I mean? So don't let your demons make you one, man. Don't go through pain in life and make you a mean person. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't make your demons turn you to one.
You can't see your mic. I don't know if you want your mic in the thing or not.
You know what I mean? But you know, we all got problems. We all got issues. We all got situations. But this is the whole point of come here to figure the things out. The whole point of coming up here is trying to figure out how we can get some solutions as a team base. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people have problems, but they ego and a lot of their trauma stops them from having a voice. So what happens is they close their mouth, not knowing their voice is the most important thing they have on their body as well as their ears. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna be like a guy with no arms and hold you. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you do your thing.
What? I didn't hear anything you just said.
That's
You
it.
just did an intro?
Nah, I don't know. I just, when you first talked to me, I just go. I said I ain't gonna be like a guy with no arms and hold you.
Oh, I wasn't even paying
You know
attention.
what I mean? Type shit.
And what's the topic? I'm sorry,
let
I'm
your
a
demons turn
little
you on.
tired. I had a long day.
Don't let your demons turn you to one.
That school work will drain you when you're really trying to absorb all of it. Don't let your demons turn you into one. I mean, it's very harsh to call yourself a demon or being turned into a demon or something like that, but the metaphor of it is just not letting that, your trauma and different things we've been through in life, make us a bad person or a miserable person or a selfish person. I feel like we all go through traumas. We all have different things that we go through, but you don't want to use that as an excuse to be a downfall. We all got mommy and daddy issues and all that type of crap, but you just don't want to let those things be used as an excuse.
It's a fact.
At least that's just my motive, to keep myself motivated, because we all deal with pain, we all deal with different things. So yeah, but it can turn you into a demon. It can turn you into a lot of things that's not you. It definitely can.
A lot of times I hear a lot of people talk about their let me put it right, because I'm with the arm. Sometimes it looks crazy.
Yeah, you can mess up. Yeah,
I mean,
looks better.
Sometimes I know a lot of people we use what we go through as an excuse of what we are. I can use what my mom did to me to make an excuse for me to have a perception the way I have. Don't let your demons make you one. To me, saying that, don't let the negative things that went through in your life turn you into a negative person. The original word of demon was a person that has spiritual abilities. So we're not talking about that type of demon. We're talking about that. That's one thing that doesn't look good when your thing going off while you're trying to spread a message. Pardon yourself for that.
It's not.
Pardon myself.
It's very distracting.
Yes. And I apologize for the audience too, for the distraction. But yeah, man, like, so I look at it as, don't let what you go through in your past mess up your future. A lot of times we use excuses for what we've been through to make excuses for what we're going through. And I don't like that. You see what I'm saying? Because I like to learn from what I've been through, so I don't got to keep going through it. Different age and now is there's so many information where it can block your information.
Yes.
So you got to really be on point of what you're listening to, and does it really manifest into what you're trying to do in life? Because sometimes other things can stop your manifestation. So you might be manifesting a house, but watching niggas with an apartment and start manifesting an apartment. You dig what I'm saying? So you really got to be on your shit of really what you trying to do in life, because it's easy to be distracted with somebody else's attraction. You see what I'm saying? So don't let your demons make you one. It gets deep, but as long as you know the difference between positive and negative, I think you can know the difference of what you attract and what you're not attracting. But if you don't know the difference, sometimes you could be oblivious to what's in front of you because you don't even know the definition or history of what's in front of you. So sometimes it's good to do a little evaluation or G-check on yourself so you can realize, you know what I mean, why you even in the situation you in.
I like how you be talking to the mic like that. Like you don't look at the camera too much. You like looking at the mic.
Yeah.
Talking to the mic. Peace to Iric.
Salute Iric, yo, salute bro.
Brother from another.
Yeah, that's the bro. That's the bro. You know, that's the bro. That's the bro. Yeah, salute to you for coming there too, Iric, man. Wish I could drop the link so you can join, man. You know what I mean? I gotta learn how to do certain things.
Yeah, you're on a different.
I'm on a different platform, so but I'm gonna start getting stuff situated for different things and learning certain things. But one thing I do is, like, only reason I look at the mic because I don't like looking at the camera because I got a lazy eye. And because I got a lazy eye, and when I catch my eye being lazy, it fucks with my insecurity. So because I have insecurity issues, I try not to let my I try not to even put myself in a situation where I can see my situation. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm up here and I'm like, damn, my lips look black as hell, my mustache look crazy, or this look crazy, instead of me evaluating that, I'd rather look here instead of looking at myself. You see what I'm saying? Because people don't like looking at themselves. And I can admit this shit. Like, yo, bro, why you don't like boom, 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 boom? I hate when I go like this and my eye go lazy. I hate my lips stay black as hell. But why don't you change it? Now that's a different discussion. Yeah, that's a different discussion. Nah. Don't let your demons make you one, right? Hey, man, that's a different discussion. But it is the same discussion at the same time. So. You go ahead, babe. You know, I'm just sitting here because I don't want to.
Beta, I mean, I'll chime in when I have something to chime in about. I mean,
I'm telling you, man. This shit get deep.
my mind goes blank sometime. I'm not gonna like. I don't know.
It'd be a lot on the brain. I'm telling you what I'll be thinking about. I got so much trauma to talk about that I can write 20 books and only been here for 30 some years. Because it ain't just my trauma that I experience, it's other people's trauma. So that makes it adds to the trauma that I already got. You see what I'm saying? When you see other people go through certain situations, it adds on to your history. Because it just, it clarifies. When people say, I'm out here dealing with people every day, it clarifies difference than working with nobody. So when you out here working with people or dealing with people every day through drug abuse, when I go out there and see some of my friends that I grew up with when they was 12, 13 years old, and I see them on drugs now, that's like, it's different than saying it and then seeing it. Like, yo, my man on drugs, like, damn, that's crazy. You know what I mean? But when you see one of your friends on drugs, it hits you different. It hits your heart different because it plays with your emotions. So you know what I mean? So these are emotions and things that you have to learn to overcome, but you would never overcome them unless you put in them situations. So that's the best test. You know what I mean? Don't let your demons turn you on. When I'm around my dudes and they doing demon activity, that shit is so easy to make myself a demon myself. But that's why I said don't let your demons turn you to one, because I was having a conversation with that yesterday. Even my man's Slaughter on Treetop, he was in the building with me. Some people are good enough to be around a whole bunch of people and have their own brain. Some people can say, you know what, I'm in the hood, but I'm not part of the hood. Like, I can live here in the streets, but I don't know nothing about the street shit. I don't do no street shit in here. I don't do none of that shit. You know why? Because they live here, but they ain't part of it. I'm totally different. If I'm in the fucking environment, if I went to New York City right now and was around a whole bunch of New York niggas, guess what happened? My lingo will change. I'm going to start dressing different. I am my environment. I am the product. You see what I'm saying? If I was around a whole bunch of Amish people right now, you would start seeing me in 3 weeks later with jerry curls with a motherfucking horse. You know what I'm telling you? So I'm letting you know for a fact, I am my environment. You got some people go around Amish people and still be a Christian. It don't matter how much Amish they're around, how much they'll never change what they are. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that, but you got to know who the type of person you are, so you know what type of situation to put yourself in. Because if you don't know what type of person you are, you're gonna put yourself in a situation and then wonder why the fuck you get here, because you don't know what type of person you are. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Some people's only good as their environment. It's out the treetop. You know what I mean? We talked about this.
No, it's just being easily influenced. Like
yes.
Some people will get influenced by the environment, and
yes.
some people will create the environment.
That's
so
a fact.
I've never got influenced. Obviously, your environment does contribute. Obviously, you know, if you're in nicer weather, if you're around nicer people, you know what I mean. It can bring out. Just being in the sun can bring out a different side of you. So of course your environment, but you don't want it to be where like you're influenced to the point where you can't control the situation.
That's a fact.
And you definitely want to be able to make the environment. I think I'm trying to work on that just because I'm more of I won't say a shy person, but I am more reserved. And it's not a bad thing, but I know that doesn't always play in your favor. Because I see it in school. I see myself in school doing the same shit I did when I was young in school. You know what I mean? You know, I'm always evaluating myself and things of that sort, but definitely not being easily influenced. And to go back to that demon thing, they said that I guess God cast him out, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was an angel first, and he cast him out, and then I guess he was the devil or just negative or whatever. You know what I mean? I mean, we both have Batman tapes. This is sad.
I ain't worried about him. That's that white boy. He cool. That's the whole week. He just talk shit. That's the Hoey though. That's Tyree Sneed.
You stalk me and then you get a channel nobody watches to talk to yourself. The thing about it, like people, when you take time to even comment negativity, to me, I take it more of just like a sad thing because that's what's in you. You're only going to give what's in you. You know what I mean? So even to take time to type something that's negative, but we all have God and the devil in us. You know what I mean? It's just which one you decide to feed into, which one you decide to entertain. So if you it depends on what side you want to rock with. You know what I mean? We all fall short sometimes, but it depends on what side you want to rock on. I try to be more positive and everything, but that's more of a fight and a struggle. And it's easier to do the wrong thing. It's easier to be negative, but it's hard to be the opposite of that. So when you say don't let your demon make you one.
Hell yeah.
It's already in your DNA. It's already in you. So it's not that hard to not become that. You know what I mean? It's not that hard to become God. That's why some people call themselves that. It's not that they're trying to be on some weird, ego trip, but it's just they realize who they are and what's inside of them. It's not like how some people are using it like I'm God just to, you know what I mean? Oh, the quality of it.
It's a lot.
I mean, I can keep going. I
go. Yeah.
No, you can go ahead. I just, you know what I mean? Because I'll keep jumping around, but you can go.
I just want to say it's a lot when you on that subject because it can go so deep on certain things.
And it's really, you got to understand, like, the reason why some people say you're God to yourself is because you have a billion cells inside of you that wait for your command. So if you wake up and you on some bullshit and it's like, oh, I'm going to have an effed up day and I'm going to be like this and be like that, then everything in your body is going to react off of that because you are God to yourself. You are God to all those cells that are moving around waiting for your command. So when people say that, it's a lot deeper. Like I said, some people say it just because out of ego, but you are God to yourself, not to someone else. So you can wake up and be positive, and 9 out of 10, like today, I was able to keep myself focused and just keep talking to myself, and I had a decent day. But then in some days it's not moving like that. You know what I mean? And those are the days where not only are you going to be mentally drained, but you also going to be in your emotions and probably make decisions that's not good because you're not in the right state of mind. But we have both in us. I mean, we're not that different from each other. Our choices make us different. Our heart, you know what I mean, our loyalty. But as far as how we came into this world, you came into this world probably with some trauma and stuff before you even got here. In your mom's stomach. We absorb and hear things that's going on that might not be positive. So we're all born into this world. This is what you choose to do with your story. That's how I look at it. You all got a story to tell, like Biggie.
See, I don't want to go into that because that's a different topic. But then my mind was stuck on that. Is that free will or determinism? Yeah, word is wrong. Like, but I ain't gonna go into that because that's a whole different build. To be real, I'm gonna be real. The devil's winning right now, man. The devil is winning right now. I didn't grow up in a time where maybe I understood what my mom religion was influence was. Like, I didn't really see the influence of Christianity, and when I was growing up, because I wasn't very knowledgeable about religion in that time, so I didn't really see the impact, or I didn't know the data or statistics. I can watch them now, but I wasn't really hands on with it. Like, I wasn't around the Black Panther Party, but what I can do now is say, from what I've researched and what I know now, it's a difference from my mom blouses to difference dressing now to even the conversations or even the moral point of the dynamics, or even when I see the balloon popping, I see the biggest thing now are mostly solutions. And it feels like because everybody has problems, there's always solution. I'm gonna find you a man. I'm a solution. I'm gonna find you a way to get money. I'm a solution. I'm gonna find you a way to be a bigger YouTuber. I'm a solution. I'm gonna find you a way to get a better job. I'm a solution. It's a whole bunch of solutions. But how is it all these solutions when you got all these problems? So you got all these solutions, but you still got all these problems. So is the solutions even working? But I don't think it's about the solutions that's really factors. I think it's the money that comes behind the solutions. So it's like benefiting off a female that's lonely and doesn't have nobody, and you come off like you're a solution. So you're like, oh, if you come with me, you're going to be a better person. You're not going to be by yourself. You're going to be, I'm going to help you with the groceries. You're a solution to your loneliness, and then find out that you were just a beneficiary. So I see now everybody's making money off people weakness, seem like this is solution. If you watch this video, I can help you. If you watch this video, I'm a solution to your thoughts. You the only one thinking this, you're wrong. There's other people thinking this. Look at me. I think like you. I'm a solution to your thoughts. The devil is being fucking huge right now. These demons are turning people into demons, and they don't even know it. That's the sad part. When a kid is second guessing his gender, that's the sad part. When kids we never second. When people are second guessing their races, that's a bad part. When people are second guessing their body parts, that's a bad part. When people are second guessing everything that made us supposedly at one point in time beautiful, now we're second guessing it for alternatives to alter it to make it more beautiful. And that's what demons does. He makes you feel like you're not good enough, and there's a solution for it. Look, you don't want to get wrinkles. Here, take this cream. But this cream is not organic. It comes with 33 different chemicals. So the solution is more of a problem. But since you don't know the information about solutions, you go right to the demon, and he fixes it for you. And that's why it's so much fucking chaos.
Well, I'm gonna put you on to a little bit of advice. And sometimes when I'm getting information, it's not from a YouTube, it's not from a book or somebody. It's just we all have an umbilical cord to God and to the universe, and that's called your intuition.
I'm sorry.
All right. So you can tell sometimes when the devil's messing with you because he wants you to look for solutions outside yourself. So if you're feeling lonely, you look for something outside yourself. If you want happy in a relationship, you look for something else. The first thing you do is pick up the phone. You text an ex instead of looking for the solution is already in you. You know what I mean? You feeling down, you look for a drug that's outside of you. So we'll play into people, money, material things, and you know, first of all, that's the devil. Second of all, it's a temporary high.
It's a fact.
But it makes you feel good. It's a quick fix. And that's what doctors do. They give you a quick fix. If you're sick, they put you on medication. Not knowing if you looked inside yourself, meaning do more research or get with a doctor that's more on a holistic side, you would understand more of the core of the problem and not just slapping medication on it. It's the same way how the devil works. God wants you to look within yourself. He talks to everybody. It's just everybody don't listen because his voice and his energy is different. He's not trying to impress you, so he's not going to be that loud. You know, the devil is different. He got pulled, but he plays a little different. You know what I mean? He's more drama, so that loudness is going to get your attention. And we all fall short. I'm not saying this because I'm practicing this holy mentality every day. I'm telling y'all real shit that I go through and stuff that I know and things that I try to practice every day. So you got to look within yourself and not be so quick to look on the outside, because that outside going to get you hurt financially, mentally, whatever. You know what I mean? And you show strength when you're able to look within, and that's how you get your knowledge. That's how you get your knowledge and your I get distracted easy. Me just looking over there. I didn't even read it, but me just looking over there, I got distracted. But I'm gonna be real, and it's so. And don't get me wrong, That don't mean that you can't go on YouTube and put on a motivational video. That don't mean you can't look outside yourself and call a family member. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you always have to realize what's inside you. And if you got somebody on the outside of you that can bring some positivity, if you might do something, some people do meditation, yoga, certain things outside of them. So you can do some things to bring some positive energy to you. But that negative, I'm telling you, that negative holds a lot of weight. And it's going to be more appealing. And like I said, it's a quick fix. That's why you got some people that'll run and take medication. You got some people that'll take their time before they put themselves on a medication or go to a different doctor to get a different opinion. You know, me, I've always been more of a holistic person. I don't really trust somebody just because they have doctor in front of their name. If something don't make sense to me, I'll research it or I'll go to a different doctor. And I was like that when I was a kid. I'm like, that don't feel right. It is true. Evil rules. Peace, Treetop.
Salute, Treetop. The real right.
Yeah, when you a baby in your mother's womb, when you laying there wrapped up in that blanket, and just say your mom was sitting there and she's stressed, and you over there, you pick up that energy as a baby. So we all have some shit within us, but we just can't use it as an excuse to be our downfall. That might sound like I'm preaching. I go through a lot. And I go through a lot mentally because my biggest downfall is myself. Sometimes my husband will say, what are you scared of? And I'll say, me.
Sorry if I'm coughing. It's wax.
Yeah, you messing up the podcast now or this choking.
Yeah, I'm about to put it out.
Damn, you talking about the phone beeping.
Everybody, if y'all smokers, y'all know what we going through. You know if it's gas. If you ain't smoking, it's trash.
But the thing is, I've never had no fear of nobody but myself because even if I have somebody hurt me right now or break my heart, I still have a choice of how I react. So that's just a fact. Even, you know what I mean? I still have a choice how I react. Anyway.
You know, I would just be thinking.
Yeah, we do have sinful nature. You know what I mean? Like, it's the fact of not feeding into it is when I feel like you elevate. Because like I said, negative is a quick fix, and sometimes it feels good. It feels better than doing something that's right or positive. It's like eating healthy. You don't always want to eat healthy, but you know you can't keep going to McDonald's. It's the same with choosing to do the right thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't always want to eat a salad, but I know I have to because I haven't ate one in a couple days. So it's just common sense, but it really goes back to also about how much you really love yourself, because I know I lack a lot of love for myself. So since I lack a lot of love for myself, I've put myself in situations that wasn't healthy or allowed people to do things that wasn't healthy. Hell yeah, Treetop. He said evil's not good. Don't listen to Eddie Murphy. Hell yeah. He's like, evil's good. And that movie, Treetop,
He said so many facts.
it was so funny because it showed us how easy we are to be manipulated. Because he had the whole church
believing that he was
talking
right.
about evil's good. You get yourself a little piece of evil. You know what I mean? And the church was just evil is good. You know what I mean?
Like, he was like, remember you was out against some on the prostitution. He's like, it felt good, didn't it? It felt good. And they play off you, man. Plays off your emotions.
They definitely play off of it, but it's I forgot where I was at. It's just the lack of love for yourself too. I always, when I do my own videos though, I always tell people at the end, just love yourself more. You definitely gotta love yourself more, because you'll think, oh shit, instead of me going to McDonald's, let me go get a smoothie, or let me go do this. Like, you know, you won't put up with things the same way you would if you didn't love yourself. You see what I'm saying? And you just and the thing about it don't matter your age. You're always going to be learning lessons until you're not in this body anymore. You know what I mean? So I hate this. This one is lagging, so it looks funny because I see myself late. But you always learning though. You never stop learning.
Never. It's deep.
That wax got him stuck a little bit.
Hell no, I'm thinking about rolling something else. I just don't want to keep saying about the smoke. I'm about to roll something else. I ain't gonna hold you.
I wasn't complaining about the smoke.
No, I'm talking about I don't want her
to
because if I roll, because that
No,
motherfucker, that wax, it burns different. That smoke be coming out a lot more cloudier if you want.
It wasn't the smoke. It's just you kept coughing.
Yeah, coughing too. I hate doing that too because I look unprofessional. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I sometimes it feel like if I get personal, I can relate. So don't get mad if I get personal. I have a real bad dislike for myself. And I say that with a smile because I smile. That's how I handle things. So if you see me smiling, that's just the way I handle things. I have a real bad dislike for myself because of the lies that I've told myself that wasn't the truth. If I was more truthful to myself, I would have changed a lot about myself. But I was so stuck on my ego that allowed me to be a late bloomer, if you see what I'm saying. So, like, when you stuck on your ego, you make decisions that's based off of feeling. It's not based off common sense. So, by me not really understanding my actions wasn't based off common sense. It was based off ego. I didn't really learn the things I was supposed to learn. So, it made me very disappointed in myself because I thought I was doing things off common sense. But then I realized I was doing things off ego, and that wasn't common sense. So it made me like kind of, you're supposed to be thankful and you're supposed to be grateful that you learned the things that you learned and didn't die in the process. Sometimes when you already look at life as when you're in the hood, you already think, oh, I'm going to be dead by the time I'm 18 or I'll be dead by the time I'm 21. You only think that because people around you is dying young or your survival is so limited that you think something out of the norm might happen to you to make you die early. So your motivation to change is less. Like, why would I need to change for if I'm gonna die here? Why I need to change for I'm gonna be here my whole life? You see what I'm saying? So you don't really think about the change until you start going through changes and you start looking at things and you start surviving and living and you start thinking about the mistakes you made. Now, those mistakes that you made is supposed to make you a better person. But when I talk to other brothers, when I go outside and one of my mans, I ain't gonna say his name because he might watch this, but he live with his moms, you know what I'm talking about, you know what I mean? Live with his mom and stuff like that. He raps and stuff like that. And he has so many dreams of being a rapper or stuff like that. And he can rap, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he can't do it, but his motivation is ass, like, you know what I mean? And I can understand that. There's so many brothers I know right now that got so much talents. And it's messed up that when I see them go to jail, they use the talent more in jail than they do in freedom. It's because in jail, everybody is using their talents to survive. On the streets, everybody's using their work ethics to survive. So it's a two different type of position. A lot of dudes can't work. They can't do resumes. They can't do applications. They can't do that. They can't buy a computer. So in jail, the limits, the resources are lesser, but the imagination is broader. So what it does is it makes people become more, I guess, famous off of your skill. This dude right here braid hair like a motherfucker. Everybody come to him to braid hair. Would you think he would braid hair if he was on the streets? Let's be real. He wouldn't braid no hair on no fucking streets because people probably say he gay or something. I know dudes right now that draw your whole family on a fucking piece of picture. So when I see the potential, I just don't see the support. I don't see the motivation. I don't see the understanding. And that's what causes a lot of these dudes that I talk to. I don't talk to a lot of women to know why they're doing it because it could be through mother skills. It can be through child. I'm talking about dudes that they got the same things, but their feelings are in a different area. So her feelings might be in the kids. His feelings might be in his success. You know what I mean? Like, her feelings is like, damn, I'm not being right there. But his feelings like, yo, I'm not worried about me being a good father. I'm worried about me getting money. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a whole different type of feeling. So I understand both. But I talk to more, so I understand that more. But I don't know why is it now that a lot of dudes that has a lot of good traits feels they have no place in the world, when I thought good was the reason the world was the way it is. So, like, you get honored for being a good person. Why are people choosing to be a bad person when they're a good person by heart? You see what I'm saying? Like, don't let your demons make you one, man. Now, I don't want to keep going because I'm about to roll up. You know what I mean? That's what I do. I'm a social smoker. You know how people are social drinker? I'm a fucking smoker regardless if I'm social or not. You know what I mean? It's just when I'm social, I don't feel the high as much because I'm talking through it. If I'm sitting watching YouTube smoking, it's a little different. It'll hit me harder, but I be moving around. I'm hyper as fuck, so.
And when you say don't let your demon make you one, is you know, we can give it a name and call it a demon, but it's you.
That's a fact. No, I'm just reading while you talking.
It's just it's really you, because like I said, you create Dolores Cannon. You guys can look her up. She's a very interesting lady, and she talks a lot about everything. And she talks about backdrop people. You guys can look that up because it's kind of hard for me to go into that. I'm not the best at explaining stuff all the time, so I'll just tell you guys stuff and you can look it up and then whatever. But she says how this is all a movie. You are the main character, and you know, you call the shots. And when she says this, she breaks it down more, but she's saying real stuff because you are control of everything to an extent of what's going on in your life. You know what I mean? If somebody hurts you, that's a choice. Treetop said, your knowledge, did you play the Sun Wukong joint yet? I don't know, maybe I'm probably, I don't know.
I don't know, bro. You gotta let me know what that is.
But you know, you control, like if somebody hurts you right now, you can make a choice to go to that person's house, smash out their windows, do all this stuff to get back at them. The only thing you're doing is putting stress on yourself, making yourself look crazy, and all this crap. Or you can decide to fluff your pillow and go to sleep. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not in the era of fluffing my pillow, but I think I'm somewhere in the middle. Because I don't want to be that person that'll smash your windows because you did something to me. But I will. And I say that as an example, meaning you have a choice. You have a choice of how you react to stuff. So Eric said, I gotta say this. I realize that our minds shouldn't be swayed to vacancy. We have to keep our minds busy. No reason to be bored. And it's funny you said that, Eric, because you know, I decided to go back to school. And when people hear that, they just like, oh, you go back to school, you want to, you know, further medical, because that's what I'm going to school for. But I went through a situation that I'm not going to talk about right now that was a bit traumatic. And I knew right away, I said, if I don't occupy this mind, it's going to get the best of me. That was a big part of me going back to school, because I needed something to fill this gap, because I felt my mind sliding this way, because I knew people around me wasn't going to understand what I was going through. So I told my husband the other day, I said, it's a lot of reasons why I chose to go back to school. And all of them ain't just to get a degree and, you know, all the good stuff that comes with it. It was at that moment when I was going through the situation and I felt myself really slipping in a dark place. I said, I need something to grab on just to keep this mind occupied in a different way, because just being a mom and working and wife and kid, you know, all that stuff is not enough to occupy me. You know what I mean? Especially when I was going through that situation. So when you say that of keeping our minds busy, you know, and you got to keep your mind busy with positive. Because if you fill your cup with the wrong thing, you're going to have a nasty outcome. And that's what you're watching. And it's a lot, man. Even the music you listening to. It's certain stuff, like I'll tell my husband, and I'm like, yo, and I don't want to be like the party pooper in the car, but it'd be certain shit, and I'm like, we shouldn't be listening to this. So especially early in the morning, you trying to start your day, because I know it's just negative, you know what I mean? I'm not the same person I was. So it's certain things that I just can't listen to the same, or I can't listen to it as repetitive. You know what I mean? Like, you might hear it once or twice, but I just can't keep playing it over and over and over. Why would you do that when you already know what the outcome is and what it's doing to your, you know, everything is frequency, everything is vibration. So you got to be mindful of the music that you're listening to. I'm not saying you got to walk around listening to meditation music. But you just gotta be mindful of what you absorbing yourself to. Because your mind will play tricks on you, and it'll confuse you because they're your thoughts. So you'll get these thoughts that's not good, that's negative, that's destructive, and you'll listen to it because you're not thinking, why would my thoughts try to trick me or manipulate me?
Shit.
You know, but your thoughts is nothing but stored information, repetitive information. A lot of your thoughts is trauma and pain, and it's not always there to help you. So you have to be really mindful and be in tune with the intuition and the connection that you have with God. I don't care what you want to call that source, but it's only one source that's higher than us, regardless what you want to say. Sometimes I say universe, but I'm still talking about God, Allah, whatever you want to call him. And the thing is, you can go outside. You could say right now, you could be having the best day.
Facts,
and say,
Treetop. Choose one.
yeah, you got that. You know what I mean? You could be having the best day and say, oh, let me go to run to Walmart and get something. And that 10 minutes you're in Walmart, you start not feeling right. And you come out because you're around energy all the time. So someone else's energy can get absorbed by you. And now you feel in a certain way. So that's why some people's very big on the energy or just doing different things or just at least being aware of it. I talk so much with my hands too, yo. I'm gonna keep my hands like this sometimes, because if not, maybe that's the.
I mean, that's what's good.
I don't know, but I just talk a lot. I'm like this with my. I'm looking at the inside. I'm like, what am I doing? I was like, what am I doing over here?
Hey, fuck it.
Especially when I get going, because I don't care about the
too.
camera. I'll just, and that's the thing too. Like, I be so stuck in my head. Am I sitting the right way?
Me too.
Am I doing this? Do my stomach look?
Fuck
Should I
it.
put that? But I'm using an example because I'm being real of what I go through every day. It's just not on this camera. When I'm at school, when I'm doing things, you go for an interview. Am I doing this the right way? And it's like, yo, just breathe and be yourself.
That's what stands out more.
Breathe and be yourself. You're going to be a much happier person, a more relaxed person, and your energy is going to be better. But when you're trying to be all, it's you know, you just upsetting your insides, because it's like, what is we doing all this for? Treetop said, your chai flow. The more you listen, Iric said, the more you listen to the negative frequency, you will subconsciously put yourself in a situation that you probably had no idea how you did, because your mind plays tricks. Hell yeah, that shit. We could have a whole session on the tricks it plays with me. Like,
You're growing, Iric. You're getting
Iric
your
definitely
Iric.
got to come up.
You see, Iric, yo, the 23 Iric. You see, Iric is a big difference in that 23 Iric. And I told you, it's different. We used to have argues. This is the homies, so I know this nigga personally. So you know, Iric, it's a big difference, bro. You see it now. It's all nerd shit. Remember, see, like, go ahead, Pone. Go ahead. You wanna keep talking? Go ahead, Pone. Now look at you.
But
nigga.
that's motivation.
Yeah, nigga, you know what it is.
He said, yo, bro, we been to Trick, New Jersey. I say what you say to them.
Yeah.
But that's what motivates me when I see people's growth. Treetop said, protect your wife at all costs. She's your balance, big dog.
Of course.
And the thing is, though, I definitely get my patience from my husband. And he's definitely, even though I can be a handful, we were talking about this earlier in the car, he definitely brings balance, because I don't really listen to people like that. Definitely my better half as far as bringing balance. And you guys stay tuned, because I don't want to get distracted. I don't want to say too much on that, because the podcast that we're bringing is going to be a lot based on, that didn't come out right, a lot based. If I was writing, that shit would have corrected
Yeah,
it, because that didn't even sound right. The 15 years that we've been together is a lot of stuff that we learned, up and downs and stuff like that. But also trying to motivate people when they're in relationships or trying to get a relationship. But at the same time, you know, we still talking about other things that's going on, because, you know, we can't just talk about relationship stuff. But that's just, you know, us just wanting to help and motivate other people. But I appreciate Treetop because you're always in here.
Yeah, Treetop the homie.
Even, you know what I mean? Eric, I appreciate you. Definitely have to have you up. Either come up on the channel or you can come sit in my seat, Eric. I'll move aside. Let y'all sit in here and smoke it down and have a ball.
Yeah,
Smoke the room out. I ain't gonna be here.
I like to be real. You know what I mean? I like to talk to y'all like I mean, like y'all was in front of me, because I don't like to, you know what I mean? Like I like to be real. Like if y'all know me, y'all know how I give it up. I get a high out of being a gangster. I get a high out of being around them. I get a high out of being around fly niggas. No homo, no diddy. Just to be around niggas my kind. I get a high out of being around niggas that's always trying to be better. I get a high out of that shit. Like when I see a motherfucker in a nice car with nice jewelry on, nice shit right there, I get a high out of the shit because I see myself. You see what I'm saying? I don't look at him like, oh man, look what he got. I'm like, damn, I see me and what I can be. So when I'm around them niggas, I feel like I'm around me. I feel like when I have a conversation, when I'm around them, they understand my language. If I'm talking about fly talk, if I'm talking about gangster shit, whatever I'm talking about, they know my language because it's not just one topic. It's fly talk. You know what I mean? And everybody didn't get their pilot license because everybody can't. Some people is allergic to heights. I mean, not allergic, but some people are scared of heights. So they can't even get to that type of altitude of swag, or even because they just don't even. So I was born with that shit. My mom and dad got it, but they didn't evolve. You see what I'm saying? They don't know about like Saint Laurent's and all that shit. They don't know all about that shit. They just know a little bit of. They just know how to make Walmart clothes look good. And I took that. Don't get me wrong, but I evolved. You see what I'm saying? So I look at it as I get a high out of being around niggas and talking. Like I get a high out of going to like the dangerous part of the hoods and talking to them. Like actually like touching them. Like, yo, you know what I mean? Actually making a kid put a gun down. Like I get a high out like that. That sparks my soul. You see what I'm saying? And what makes me feel bad is that when I don't do this. So when I come on here and do this is kind of easy for me because this is what I love doing anyway. Being real with y'all, telling you my problems and shit like that. That's what I love doing because I know you feel it. And that's all I'm trying to do is let you feel it. So then if you feel it, we can heal it. You know what I mean? We're going to feel it and then we're going to heal it. You see what I'm saying? That's going to be a fire shirt. You see what I'm saying? You feel it to heal it. You feel what I'm saying? So I got to let you feel the pain. I got to let you feel where this anger is coming from. I got to let you feel what your mom did. I got to let you feel your sexual abuse. I got to let you feel all that shit. So once you feel it, you know, oh, well, okay, I know what I got to heal. Because I know this feeling is uncomfortable. So I guess the action is going to be uncomfortable. You see what I'm saying? So when I'm doing something that's not me, I feel uncomfortable. But I'm adaptable. But I know this ain't me. If you see what I'm saying? Like, you feel like you start losing life when you're not being yourself. You see what I'm saying? And I try to teach people that, but as I'm teaching, I'm learning myself. I'm learning my mistakes. I'm learning what I need to do. And I feel like if I get there, I can bring others with me. That's my whole thing. My kids gonna come anyway. When I get $1,000, you think I'm gonna go and shop and I buy my kids something? So whatever money I get, they're mandatory to get. It's the niggas outside that's not mandatory to get it. The one that is gonna get it. You see what I'm saying? Because they not. When I get a house, me and my wife look for a house right now. We're not looking for a 2-bedroom. We're looking for a 4-bedroom. So automatically the kids come with you. When I get $1 and shit like that, they automatically get that. So people, oh, what about your kid? They get it anyway. They got it and I ain't got shit. So imagine if I had shit. Come on, let's be real. So they automatically gonna have it. It's the ones outside that don't see themselves having anything. Because they're not in the house. They don't see what I'm doing. They don't know what I'm doing. They don't know they're gonna get saved. They don't know. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to be a savior, but I feel as though if I can save one, that save others. You know, I say each one teach one. That's how we all reach one. That's what I'm trying to do. I grew up off that. Each one teach one. That's how we all reach one. You know what I mean? So if we can get back on the ground and stop getting off the internet, we can really see the change. We can't save trees on the internet. We can't save animals on the internet, bro. Can't, because there's people out there on the ground right now that's killing them.
Type shit.
You know what I mean? Type shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Sorry.
So like that's how I look at it. There's so many elephants right now getting killed for animal tusks. There's so many lions getting killed right now. So many animals getting fucking slaughtered. But you know what? It doesn't bother you. So I know right now I gotta look like something to be able to get something. So I can guarantee if I step in the room with those Democrats, but you look like you something and you talk like you something, you gonna get something done. But if I go in there dressed like this, I like another nigga from the hood. I know your first impression is your best impression, and I know how to make my impression look good, man. And then once you open your mouth up, it fits. Don't let your fucking clothes fuck up your mouth. And don't let your mouth fuck up your clothes. They better go together. And some people do. You can tell by their fucking mouth. That goddamn shirt go right with that mouth. It is both dumb. The shirt you got on is dumb, and the shit you saying is dumb. The whole outfit is dumb. And guess why I know it's dumb? Because a dumb person is... You see what I'm saying? So let your mouth flow with your outfit. Oh, man, he's very articulate, and so is his outfit. You see what I'm saying? I ain't trying to do all that. I ain't trying to look like one way but talk a different way. I'm trying to show how I look. People say, man, you fly sell. I want to look that way too. I guarantee, I'm going to tell you how real it is. Me and her can have minks on and doing like this. And we jump out of a fucking Dodge Journey. It don't even feel right. It don't even feel right. We in there fucking going to a comedy. We jumping out of a, and the niggas, whatever, he's like, yo, man, y'all look nice. And we look nice, don't get me wrong, but the car fucked it up. And we felt it. We was like, damn, the car was a little better. But it didn't stop the attention. So imagine if it was just say, you see what I'm saying? So when you see there's more of you, you want to give more to you. I don't like smoking. I don't like to see my bones in my face. It makes me feel bad. I'm like, damn, come on, man. You got bones in your face? You 30, 40 years old. You still looking like a person that smoke coke? You too old for that, bro. Come on, now let's be real. You got too much common sense, man. But see, that's another conversation too, man. But I like to keep it real, man. Once you better change your mentality and change the way you are, you can really motivate other people because you're the fucking example. If I see you right now, you're like, yo, in 3 months, you see me big as hell. You're like, God damn, how you get that big? What you gonna ask? Show me how to do it. See what I'm saying? You got to be the solution because I'm tired of being a problem. And I'm not only being a problem for y'all, but I'm being a problem to myself. And until I be a solution to myself, I could be a better solution to y'all. Because information only goes so far, bro. I can't put no food in your refrigerator right now with just information. I got to go cash that. That's going to help right now. Because tomorrow you got to wait, you got to do all this shit, you got to make sure it's over. Nah, I'm trying to help right now. I ain't trying to help, you know what I mean? So, I'm trying to put myself in a better position so I can help, you know what I mean? Type shit.
That's my new little word.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
But Treetop, he said my Earth Day is in 2 weeks. Don't have too much fun. Eric was speaking on, he said, speaking on your relationship, how do you keep it strong? Because I see some stuff, so when I see other people's relationship, they get scared and they run and say, I got to work on themselves. You know, when I walk out looking bummish and someone says, why you dress like that? I say, well, Jesus has a robe walking earth. I tell them, I'm not naked. Wrong mindset to have. If I'm naked, I'm good. So, you know, people... Thank you, Treetop. He said I'm loving the podcast. I just like to read for a minute because I do, that keeps us engaged when you guys can talk with us. And if you guys got a Facebook, you guys can share this right now to Facebook. You know, it's free to show love and share it live and everything like that. So if you got a Facebook, you could just share the YouTube to your Facebook. I don't want to touch on the relationship stuff right now, honestly, because I think that has to have room on its own for another.
Yeah, because it's so deep.
Because it's a lot.
It goes
but
deeper.
We definitely, because our podcast is going to be based on the 15 years we've been together. But obviously, we love to talk about other topics. So that one I'm going to save, Eric. But when you say, tell me why impressions matter, like, that's something that bothers me because we're so judgmental. We judge off the type of shoes you got on. If you got locks or you got a retwist. If you a female, like how big your ass, you got makeup, you got these lashes on, like all these different things that's not even necessary. If you got somebody around you commenting on how you dress or judging you, somebody judging you and somebody trying to make you better is two different things. So somebody might comment or do something because they want to see you do better or maybe they concerned or something like that. But if somebody's just doing it out of judging you or being ignorant, then you don't need to be around those type of people. You know, I'm one that's I don't like that. I don't like when people pass judgment on other people, especially just how you dress or anything like that. But that's the type of time we're in right now. So you can either be a part of that or just not participate in it. You know what I mean? Because people is just ignorant. I mean, it is what it is. You don't want somebody judging you off of what you got on, or you know what I mean. I want people to think I'm dressing bummy. I want people, because sometimes when you show people what you got, then they try to be around you for the wrong reason.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Especially when it comes to both sex. It could be male with female, female when it doesn't matter. You know, and like he was saying about getting your feet back on the ground, because I don't know if we could say the C word on here, so I'll just say that when the pandemic broke out and everybody was home, because sometimes you try to say that. It made people get more in a bubble, but then it also, that was a bad thing, but then it also made people get in a bag more of wanting to be an entrepreneur, wanting to work for themselves, not wanting to go back to a 9 to 5. Because a 9 to 5 is just, we just a slave anyway. That's a whole nother thing. Eric said, understandable, but I don't think that somebody giving me Nike shoes gonna make someone better or make me better just because they don't like my shoes.
It ain't. Hey, yo, I'm gonna tell you something, right? Clothes have no value. People give the value to the clothes.
Yeah.
Right? Clothes have no value. I'm gonna tell you from my perspective. I think clothes goes with your personality. That's all it is. Some people don't need clothes to make themselves better. Some people can have on nothing and stand out. It's really not about the clothes. It's about the personality. So some people like you got some people that you might think they might be insecure because they overweight, but they might put on an outfit because of their high what is it called? Like when a person's secure about themselves, they're very secure. They'll make the outfit look good, but they're overweight. You know what I mean? So it's the person that made the outfit look. Some people can put on you could put on a whole brand new outfit, a $20,000 chain on, stuff like that, and still look fake.
That's true.
It'll still look fake because you don't fit it. You fit a regular outfit. It doesn't fit you. So I see dudes put all this shit on, and people still, and it's name brand shit. It's name, but it still doesn't fit you. And you got another dude right now that got a whole bunch of fake shit on, and they'll think it's real because it fits him. And I can say that. I never had a $20,000 chain. The most chain I ever had was like $1,000, and I bought that and I felt like I was the king around this motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? $1,000 chain on, shit like that, cheap shit on, and when you walk in the room, they thought you walked out of a goddamn magazine. And everything is from fucking Cowtown. And you know it. You know what I mean? Like everything is fake. It's the Jordans, the goddamn pants, but people don't treat me like it's fake. Because I'm so real that they think the clothes is real. And even if I tell them they're fake, I still get a pass. But then you got other people that got on real shit and they clown them. Oh, this nigga got on all that shit on. They'll clown him. So it ain't really the clothes, it's the person. And that's why I say my personality fits a more, you know what I mean? Because that's my character. And some people don't. Some people, they, like I said, they can just wear regular clothes and still get the same attention because it's their, you know what I mean? My character's a little different. And there's nothing wrong with nobody. Because I've seen the homeless people get more attention than people with money. I'm telling you, so it has nothing to do with it. It has to do with your character.
I had to reread our question. He said, so if we all dress the same, will impression matter? Your energy is always going to step in front of you. So, you know, I wish we could all dress the same. So people, you know, especially kids not being picked on when they at school, you know, just dumb shit like that. But your energy is what's going to stand out. Like, I was in the bathroom today, and I had this, the girl in my class, I was coming out the bathroom, she's like, oh, I like your fit. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck? Because I just didn't catch it right away because I'm in my zone, I got my bag, I'm trying to use the bathroom, get back to class. And it's like, you know, what I have on is something that I got at Rainbow. I got a damn snag hole right here. Like, just regular shit.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just regular. But your energy is going to stand out. So sometimes when men be trying to do all this fancy stuff and these females trying to do, you don't understand, okay, your outfit costs a lot. Cool. You had your BBL done. You got your eyelashes on. but your energy is
Trash.
always when you say first impression, as I'm walking up, my energy went out before me.
Facts.
And that's going to come first. You know what I mean? Unless you're just looking, unless you're a gold digger just looking for certain things, or you're a dude just looking for a certain, you know what I mean? We know how that go. But as far as just regular shit, like, your energy is going to come out first.
And Treetop, stop playing, Treetop. First of all, we talking white people. Ain't no niggas that's 22 years old, 23-year-old, 27, 33, 36. That's a millionaire going to Goodwill. Now, I'll say 40 and older, you start saying, you know what? I'm spending my damn money for what? You start realizing from all the money you spent in the past. But do it just to say, like, I'm 17 years old, I just won the lottery and got $4 million, and I'm about to go to Goodwill. You crazy them all, man. I ain't going to goddamn Goodwill. You know damn what. Nigga, you going straight to whatever's popping at that time. You did. Don't get it wrong. When you 17, you're going to Dapper Dance. Come on, man. You ain't going to Canal. Come on, stop playing, man.
But I see what he's saying, though.
I know what he mean.
Because, you know, certain people that will go to a thrift shop and look at some stuff. So this person right here, welcome to the chat. One body, one mind, one soul says, don't let clothes devalue you. It has polyester that's harming the body, plus the owner is racist, so we get lost if the name brand thinking we need it to be cool. That's a fact. I mean,
because cotton is the only material we're supposed to use, and everything else is harmful for the body due to materials. And everything it says in the Bible was cotton or cloth. I was going to cloth, whatever like that, because it was better for the body. That's a fact. I wish we lived in a time where we owned our own factories, where we could own and make our own clothes. I wish we lived in a time where we had those options or choices where we can do those things. We don't. Due to options, we don't. We can stay away from things that are polyester and things that are silk and things that are half and half, 50 and 50 and things that's like that. We can, but it eliminates. And if you're disciplined enough to do that, I salute you. Word is bond, because everybody can't do that. Everybody falls short for whatever reasons. You might be disciplined with that, but might fall short with something else, your temper or your food or whatever like that. But if I commend you to stay disciplined to clothes that's more healthier to the body, that doesn't break out in rashes and hives and then boils, because that's why people get boils through certain clothes. And they don't understand that they get sweat. It's the clothes matching with the sweat. You know what I mean? So those chemicals makes a reaction. So we understand. I wish we can do more of that, but we don't live. They take over so many factories, and it pushes out so many harmful things, from head wraps to hats that we put on our head to block the sun from hitting our head, to glasses to stop getting sun in our eyes, to putting shoes on our feet for us stop from grounding. Electrolytes will stop electrolytes from touching rubber. So every sole on our sneakers are rubber, like from everything. You know what I mean? So it's really the system that really stagnate us and forces us until we come up with a plan to live without them. Then we can have a little bit more control of what we need to be doing as a community, because it takes a village to raise a child. So when you have all these choices, it's kind of hard because a person gets easily confused. You know what I mean? But I wish we did. Trust me. Yeah, shampoo, deodorants, etc. Man, it goes deep. It goes beyond. It goes from the water, from the water we put on our body in the shower to I mean, it goes deep, man. From the rubber we put on our wrists as a watch. It goes deep. It goes deep, man. It goes deep. You know what I mean? So
you see the river is dried up. Pretty soon the water's gonna get pretty expensive. They're gonna start charging you for air. I mean, I'm gonna be real. We in a time where I think mental health is at its highest. I feel like people's health is at its worst. I feel like people's pockets is at its driest, because you got people that got excellent jobs, getting a second job, doing overtime. You know what I mean? When do you have time to live and breathe and, you know, see your family? So we're at a time where it's stress will open up the door for all illness and sickness. Stress will break down your immune system. It'll break you down mentally. And I feel like we're in a place when we're all stressed. I don't give a shit. I've seen nurses on YouTube stressed, talking about leaving their job. And that's another topic I want to touch on. I just don't want to get off topic too much. But what I'm just saying about just everything being in a place of the body being unsettled. And this is the best time to come together. And, you know, social media, where did mental health come from? That's a good question. Social media, the reason why I like it is because it does allow us to connect with each other. Treetop said people are truly scared. I see it every day.
From here.
The thing is, everybody deals with some level of mental health, whether it's, everybody deals with anxiety, I put it like that. Everybody on this planet has anxiety. It just depends on where you're at with your anxiety. Some people might need medication. Some people just need to go breathe for a little bit. You know what I mean? So it depends on where you're at with that. And the mental health, I mean, what he's showing you with the psychology class, it's being taught from a white person's perspective. So with that, I can't comment because I have to go deeper from a spiritual perspective and not just a white person. So the thing about college that I like and don't like is that, you know, I'm learning a lot, but I'm also learning what they're teaching me, because the teacher today was talking about melanin and he wasn't even saying it right. And I started to say something like he not even saying melanin right.
They different.
And he said a little bit about it, but I'm like, melanin is deep. Like, that was something I was teaching my girls when I was homeschooling. But I'm a student. I'm not the teacher. I'm supposed to get this information so I can pass this class. So even knowing when you need to be quiet, because I'm not trying to, you know, like, show off in class. But I'll definitely, next time we come up here, I'm going to do a little research on that. Because I got to dig deep myself with that word, where it came from, and not just a white perspective on it. He wasn't saying it right. He said it's called melanin, and he says something, and I'm like, what word? And everybody else looking, and it's only everybody in the class white except me and the other girl. We both light as hell. They probably think I'm Spanish. And he said it again. I said, "Oh my Lord Jesus."
You know what I'm gonna tell you? I'm gonna tell you what I don't like about college.
Melanin.
College to me, I love to learn. I just hate quizzes. I don't need you to test me on what the fuck I'm learning. I just came here to learn it so I can get, you know what I mean? So I can use it. Like, I didn't really, like, I don't really need to be, like, you know what I mean? Like, I can see why people are self-taught. I can see why, because you can actually dig deeper on what you're learning. You know what I mean? So when they teach me about, when he said, okay, where did mental health come from? I can say it came from Socrates. I can say it came from Rene Descartes. I can say it came from Plato. I can say it came from another one I'm learning right now is what's the other guy's name? I got a hell of it down on my thing. His name is Gage, but Phoenix Gage. Like a lot of things, but these are all white people. But this is the thing. Don't get me wrong. You think I ain't come home and try to debunk them niggas? Like, you don't think I came here and try to, like, research who was there before them, that came up with psychology before these guys, like who came up with it before Greek and Athens and stuff like that, because that's where it started at to them. In psychology and mental health and all this understanding of the brain started in Greek and Athens in the 1800s. And what I like that, like, I want to say I want to say further than that, but it could be further than that. But I know it was in BC, so it was further than that. But yeah, I want to say it was only 3 numbers. It was like 893 BC or something. I got it all written down. You know what I mean? That's why I keep notes. But I knew it had to start before that because we had more intelligence of that before that. You see what I'm saying? But this is the only thing where I say you have to dig deeper, because the information led to books. It didn't lead to information on YouTube. Like, I couldn't YouTube it. But they gave me books about how Kemet, ancient Kemet, in those times was teaching the Greek and Athens and stuff like that, and it was the Athens was getting it from Kemet and stuff like that, Egyptians, but that ain't information you can find on YouTube. So that's why I see why people are self-taught, because it gives their self time to actually give their self the information. When you're going to school, they quiz you on these little things and they keep pushing you, but you actually don't get to dive into the studies of it. And to me, I love to study, but I don't love to study and keep going to I don't like that, like me. But I got to do it to me stay at school. But that's just me. That's why I see why people. I'm understanding. You see what I'm saying? I don't even understand this stuff, but I'm seeing why people are self-taught. Because right now I can read a book, but see me, I wouldn't learn this stuff if it was on my own. I need somebody actually to tell me, yo, we about to learn this today. Because if you leave it to my own, I'm gonna sit there and play the game. See what I'm saying? But I'm not just playing it, I'm building it. But totally different thing. But when you're playing it, because it's more fun playing it than fucking building it. I don't get aggravated really playing it. I mean, playing it, I get more aggravated building it. But to take off the subject, that's what I'm saying. So I'm trying to get more information so I can go home and dig into it. You know what I mean? So I can give more information on it. But they teach you, really all in here is all white people stuff. Like, I swear to God, everything is white. The breakdown is white. The academic of the words in the language and the punctuation and the nouns and the way they use it is white. And sometimes by them doing that, it's hard for me to understand it. But I'm trying to learn it, so when I do get in a field where there's white people that speak on those type of languages and terms, I can understand them and not look like a nigga. You know what I mean? So when they say, oh yeah, we want to do something about this, I'm like, oh shit, I know what that is. You know, I'm not ignorant to it. You know what I mean? I understand the language. But that shit, that college shit, that's just a dub. This is a dub. But you got to have a plan. If you ain't got no plan and you going, you ain't going to go. But if you got a plan, that's why most of them kids got a plan. They're not going because they love school. You think half of those kids love that shit? Fuck no. But they got a plan when they get out.
Yeah, but the thing about those kids, and majority of them is white, their plan is totally opposite than a person of color going, because their opportunities is
stress
different.
level.
Their opportunities is different regardless if they go to college or not.
Yeah.
And the thing about school is learn to take the information and take it and go deeper when you go home. You know what I mean? Go deeper when you go home, but at the same time, use it to your advantage. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they're gonna block that because
I know, I see that.
It'll pick it up itself. Because it's all a game. Like Dick Gregory said, if you guys don't know who Dick Gregory is, that's somebody I suggest you look up. But, you know, he says everything is a game because it is. But, you know, everything can be useful, though.
That's a fact.
School is a game. They don't really care if you graduate or not. They want you to take them loans out. You know, the bank wants you to not pay them back so they can hound you and take your income tax. Like, there's so many different things. But you can also use it to your advantage. Like, you're so intelligent as a human being, and even though it might be white information or European, you can still take it and flip it and use it, and do more research on stuff, especially when shit don't make sense. Our worlds are totally different. You know what I mean? Their way of thinking about graduating is different than ours. Even with a college degree, your opportunities are still different. When I see a white kid, we all know they have a privilege to make it than a black kid, the white structure power. That's why I respect Dr. Umar for what he's doing. Dr. Umar went to school. He got his degree. That degree allowed him to stand on his information, which he has a lot of it as far as just common sense and book smart. But at the same time, by him having a degree, he
makes your information more correct.
He also opened that door for white people. Because he deals with a lot of ADHD for kids and stuff like that. So with that degree, Dr. Umar, he opened that door. Like he said, I have white people coming to me, regardless how he feels about interracial relationships, and he's helping them deal with children that have ADHD and other things like that. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with and the thing is too, by him having that type of degree, he can officially like offer certain services like counseling, or, you know what I mean? So he used it and flipped it on top of the other stuff that he does. You know what I mean? So just know what you're doing. Just know what you're doing. Have a plan and use what's already in you, because we're very intelligent. What you think about critical race theory. Eric, what the hell is that?
Yeah, it's a college way of
What is that?
That's English. When he's speaking of that, that's English class shit.
I remember
like,
I used to hear
critical
those
race
words
theory.
sometimes.
Um,
No, what is that? Because I don't. That doesn't break it down to something. Or what was you saying? You know what that is?
like I don't know what it is, but I'm trying to understand it in a
yeah, because you
college
might just
way.
have to say it. I don't.
That's
know.
what I'm saying. Like and they'll use that, and that's a good one to use, Eric, because that's the little things they
That's
use
college
in
talk.
school.
What do
It's
you think
college
about
talk.
critical
So
race
what you
theory?
care about
I
the
don't
critical
know.
race theory?
I
I'm
don't
thinking
know what
myself.
that is.
So I'm trying to see. This is the thing. What is critical? Something that's real bad, right? Something that's real. Something that's injured. Critical. Something that's hurt. Something that's bad. Anything, right? Something that's critical. Race. Races. Ethics. You know what I mean? And theory. Meaning what somebody else is saying. I mean, it's not a fact. It's a theory. It's not. So what you feel about the critical race theory? So for me, if I'm saying it right, I think race right now is at its all-time high of. I want to say black critical theory. Because I already put the race black, so I don't need to put that in there. So I'm going to put black critical theory. And the black critical theory is right now that we are the new KKK. We are killing each other as well as other countries as Pakistan and Palestine. And I want to say like other countries, third world countries. We're killing one race at a rate of countries killing rate. You see what I'm saying? So how Indians might kill each other as a whole country, that's what we're doing to just one group of people as a race. Now that's sad.
I don't know. You gotta talk to Dr. Umar about that.
Because it gets deep when you watch all these wars that's going on TV, and it's outside of racism all time. Yeah, all time high. No, race is, it used to be. I want to say, I say people focused on one race now, so it ain't like races. It's like we're not calling, we're from that era. We're not using that. Oh, you cracker, we're not using that no more. That's not at all. We don't see white people and call them names, and we're out of that. We evolved, so it ain't like we're racist. Every movie or TV show you see a white girl with a black guy. We didn't see that when we was growing up. You see Angela Lee with Brad Pitt, or you might see a fucking Sling Blade, or you might see two. You never seen like so much interracial dating. It's really got more separation with one race than more separation with the races. So I noticed that it's become big now. More black people, especially of lighter of scent kids, dark women, totally different because they grew up. They got discriminated. They got abused. They got hurt. The same way blacks got affected, they did too. So they didn't make themselves separate there too. Nowadays, they don't even consider themselves black. So that right there is a segregation. That's right there, separation. They don't even consider themselves their own gene. They consider themselves mixed. And we never did that. We always stuck. It was like you said, good or bad. You got to pick a side. Same way with that. But now. It is a race war, but it's not a race like black and white. It's not even that. Think about how many black Trump supporters you have compared to how many black Ronald Reagan supporters or black. You couldn't even compare black Bill Clinton fans compared to how many Trump fans. And what they were willing to do for Trump, they would never do for Bill Clinton. You see what I'm saying? He just did some nigga shit, but come on, it's a totally different game. Race is not a big thing, but it is, because it's still like murders happening, cops killing black people. But we would get that's just Rodney King and fucking all that shit. We've been getting that's nothing new. But this race thing where black people is calling females bitches and dudes want to have sex with dudes' moms and females is 51 years old going on 21 and 1 balloons, and these dudes only 19 and 23 years old. I think it's changed because I wouldn't see Can you imagine Britney Spears going up there to see a 19-year-old boy up there? Can you imagine Jessica Simpson? Just say anybody. Just say Dolly Parkins. Just say Dolly Parkins, an old school 60-year-old woman going up there to see 19-year-old boys. Can you imagine that? What you think the show would be like? So it ain't like it's different.
I don't know, but I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. I got like 10 minutes left in me, and I'm getting up out this chair. I'm hungry and tired. But I want to comment on what Eric said. He said they have laws to protect each race but ours when Jew gets beat up and everything like that. And that's sad because it was a point where we kept seeing a lot of crime against black males. A lot of it. To the point where you seen somebody getting recorded and he's yelling out for his mom. That shit had me crying like a baby. And everybody's just recording. You know what I mean? Now, if it was a different race of people that was being done to, it would be a problem. If it was Chinese people, China would probably threaten to do something to us. You know what I mean? Like, if it was so, when it comes to us, it's sad because that also plays into that lack of love because you feel like nobody has our back, and not even your own people in your family, because you can come from a family and be the darkest one, like my mom, and they'll say shit like, oh, you the dark one, or you, and this is your family, like brothers and sisters you grew up with, because your complexion is different. Oh, you too light, or you too, you know what I mean? So you get this race thing sometimes even inside your own family, people that you share DNA with. So it's sad when you get it, and not everybody, but I know some people, and then you step outside and you get it. You know what I mean? They said if you want to see an angry man, get an old black man, because he remembers what he had to go through when racist was a little different than what it is now. But I feel like it's more sneaky now. I feel like it's the same, but they just like found slick ways to say stuff. You know what I mean? I see this lady, this video of this white woman walking behind this black man in the grocery store, and she kept bumping her cart in the back of his leg, but she didn't know the whole time that somebody was recording her. And the you know what I mean? Like, just don't, like, why are you, like, weird stuff? But it's just to hate, and knowing that if something happened or if he turned around and be loud, she's going to yell
play victim.
And so there was another white woman behind her the whole time recording it. And when she seen that, when you catch them,
they bug out.
Oh, I laughed so hard.
They bug
I should have
out.
sent it to you.
They fall on the ground.
And
they yell.
she was like, "You can't do that." And that black man just walked off, and she was looking so, because she didn't know she was being recorded, because every time he turned around, she was like, "What? I didn't do anything." You know what I mean? So, because my mom comes from her two sisters are very light, and her complexion took from her mom, which is very dark. So she used to tell me the things like growing up and just, you know what I mean? And it's sad that you'll get that hate within your family. It does, Treetop. Hatred runs deep in a lot of black households. This was all and that's the saddest thing. That's why I say you gotta try to love yourself. Even though we was in households like that, even though you get it outside, you still gotta love yourself and know your worth and you know just really knowing your worth. But that's sad though, especially when it's in a household. And black people is the most creative and just interesting. I mean, the everybody, if they did DNA, would find black in them. You know what I mean? Because everything started from a black woman. So the fact that we've created so much and built things, and to be where we're at now is just terrible. Oh, you're not black enough. Because I know when I talk with people, I'm like, what the hell is she talking about? She Puerto Rican. She light as hell. The light in here don't help, because it's taking a little bit of melanin I do have, and you're making me lighter than what I am. But, you know, I can't help it.
I think everybody goes through that. I think they just advertise more black problems to make it seem like we're the only ones that go through that.
Ain't no white family doing that. You got red hair and freckles. Like,
there's a lot of white people that go through abuse. There's a lot of white people that get families that dads are alcoholics, and they abusive to the families. I've seen a lot of men and women. It could be both. That's not only drug addicts, but are very abusive to not only the child but to the environment. You see what I'm saying? Like,
but they don't have color issues. Is what I'm saying.
They don't. They don't
even come in shades enough to even play off of like, oh, you're lighter than Bobby. because we come in different shades. It's like that light, like that paper bag thing.
I don't want to be racist, but I want to say something. White people ain't creative enough to even diss their self that much. Like black people, we come up with some goddamn. You snag a tooth tiger. You know what I mean? Like the paper bag is like. I mean, it's so many things we can come up with. To down each other because we're very we can come up with some words, boy. We come up with some words, but white people will call you ginger. Like, God damn, you look at ginger, like some shit like that, because you got red hair, some shit like that. Like, black people come with some shit for your ass, man. But they don't really get that creative when it comes to downing. They'll just use like certain slurs or terms. Like, remember back in the day, they'll flick you off, or they'll do little stuff like that. We never did that as a people. You know what I mean? Like we had different type of, language. So I think because they don't really know how to use their words to a different rate like us, they don't know how to disrespect their kind as good as we know how to disrespect ours. Like, they'll disrespect their girl, call them a cunt. Like, shut up, you cunt. And that word right there is like, oh my God. But like, we got some shit for you. Like, you know what I mean? We got 30 words to disrespect you. We don't got just that one. We got hundreds. You know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? It's a little different. So, but I know the abuse white people go through. When I see them come into school and I see their outfits, everybody don't come from money, man. When I see their sneakers and shit, they just have a different perception of money. Like, his dad's a fucking construction worker and he don't have shit. The mom, she could be a waitress or something like that, but he'll save his bread. Like, he'll save it. Like, you know what I mean? Even though he wasn't taught that shit, like, he just... And it's not nothing wrong. I mean, we all need whatever, but they just different. They just built different. Same way with an Indian. Like, when I even looked that up, like, you know how Indians, they trying to say, like, Indians 20, like, I don't want to say 20, but I want to say, like, 80%. Out of 34 spelling bees, Indians won 20% of them motherfuckers. I mean, Asians. You know what I mean? So, is that saying Asians are smarter in spelling bees than anybody in the world? I mean, I don't fucking know, but it's just everybody, you know what I mean? Everybody, I don't know, because Asians go through it. You know what I mean? Everybody go through it, man. Everybody go through it. They just advertise black people with every fucking thing. Guess who killing? Guess who doing this? Guess who robbing? Guess who stealing? If you went to India, you see the same shit. If you went to Sweden, you see the same shit. If you went to France, you see the same shit. You went to fucking whatever. Like, it ain't just us, but they make it seem like we're the dangerous most. Man, if you go to Korea, the way they treat their people over there be totally different. You go to certain other places, but they make like we the only ones that's bad. Nah, man.
A lot of it is out of fear.
White people be giving up their kids, burning them and shit for Illuminati, all this crazy shit. They be sacrificing shit.
Crazy stuff.
And tweet be crazy. Like, see Diddy. I wonder who we doing it for. All those dudes hugging Diddy before this shit came out. Y'all niggas don't look at that shit. Like, y'all don't see that? Y'all don't think about that? Like, I was watching that shit today, like Noriega on Drink Champs, but P. Diddy, and they hugging like Fabulous and Jadakiss. Now, I'm be thinking all these dudes know this shit. How they honorable when you can hug this nigga when he know, but now when he's already in jail, you want to go, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm about to say I lost something on my train of thought. I don't know. You can keep going. I forgot what I was going to say real quick because I'm about to get off here in a minute. I don't remember.
I'm Panamanian. Intrigued.
Yeah, I try to stay away from that. Like, on some real shit, the only reason why is because people, and that ain't nothing but drama and distraction. And, if something pop up, I'll look at that crap. But I'm like, at the end of the day, like, you know how many people out there doing what? It's just who he is, and he got a name for, like, oh my God. You know how many dudes ran down the same hotel, probably the Red Roof Inn with a towel on and smacked his female up? You know what I mean? But, I mean, shit, he just, whatever. We just gotta start loving each other and coming together more, you know what I mean? And that's just what it is, because I'm telling you, this time here is limited. Dealing with all this stress makes it more limited because it just opens the door for a lot of mental and physical things. And, at the end of the day, we know what white people bring to the table as well as other people. This is what I was going to say. Regardless of all the shit that's going on, black, white, who, whatever. You do a DNA test, you're going to see a whole bunch of stuff and you know what was in there. One thing we have in common is being part of humanity. And if we could get back to that, just as people, and I say get back to it, I don't even know if we was a place where we was there. Just humanity. Just a human being. And that's a problem. We've gotten away from that. Just a human being. Like, we all go through similar things. We all want better for our family. We all want a lot of this, you know what I mean? And been through trauma and all that. Just humanity. Like, all that black and white. Like, yeah, it's definitely a distraction with that Diddy stuff. I can care less. He did what he did. I mean, whatever you do is going to come to the table. So, it's just so much you can keep paying people off. But I'm just big on humanity, just coming back to that. Just being a good person and just trying to do right, you know what I mean? Instead of recording something, you try to help a person, you know what I mean? It's no reason why that man should have died the way he died, with that foot on his neck like that and everybody just watching. So I guess it don't matter because it wasn't your mom or dad outside. So humanity will, black people won't come together because they always say we have nothing, so I won't share. So they feel entitled to their own well-being. I mean, black people is one of the selfish. They said the worst person to be in charge of something is a black person because they never had power like that. So they'll say, like, if you see a person and your boss is black, they say that's the worst, you know what I mean, which is bad. But he might keep going for a while. I'm a tap out because there's stuff I gotta get up early. I'm tired.
I gotta do a little homework.
I got a lot I gotta do.
We're gonna do a little bit of homework. Just one little thing.
We will definitely. This was more of like a test run because even like just the setup and the lighting and certain things I'm not really happy with. It is gonna be a lot of changes. But we definitely gonna come on here more and just talk about a lot of different issues. I appreciate you, Eric.
That was Eric.
Eric. Sorry, Eric. Treetop. It was a couple other people in here too that stayed for a while. We had like 8 at one point, and then somebody else came in and commented. But this is like free therapy and just building. It's good when you can build. I got the phone to my ear because I'm at low. He said we mad low. How is the audio, Treetop? Does it sound okay, or was it kind of low? I'm just hella tired right now.
He sound good, you.
Eric Carter. I'm tired. When I tell you I'm tired, I am exhausted. Like, mentally, I'm just tired. Catch me on a different day. Plus, I gotta get up early. I don't have school tomorrow, but I got stuff I gotta take care of and all that good stuff.
He said because I'm deaf, probably. Yo, chill, Art. Chill.
I mean,
that's why we was asking.
It's. I mean, you can say that, but sometimes the audio can be low, like the mic. So that's what I'm saying. Today was like a test drive. Damn, a test run just to see how everything looks. Because when you want to have a podcast, you just want to look a little bit more like you taking your own stuff serious, and you don't just have a camera in your face. It's how you present it. You know what I mean? So, but I appreciate everybody.
Yeah, man, I'm about to get out of here because I got to do this homework, and then I'm hungry as hell. Then I'm going to take it down, man. But, yo, man, love y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming through, man. Appreciate everybody coming through. Like, share, subscribe, man. I mean, for ones that didn't come through, hope y'all check out the next one, man. Appreciate y'all. This wax got me yawning. You see what I'm saying? You know how it goes, man. Yo, you know how good smoke do. Past 8 o'clock. You know what it does to you, man. But peace and blessings to y'all, man. Love y'all, man. Like I always tell y'all, stay out the way so you're not in the way. Love more, judge less. Life is a journey, not a destination. the 3 L's in life: live, love, and learn. And man, I just thank y'all. Now, I appreciate y'all. And we're gonna try to see when you try to get back on. You gotta do this every day, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Gotta get back. When you doing this you gotta do this every day, man. You gotta do yourself an algorithm. This is the algorithm. This is a hustle thing, man. It's like the block. You gotta be on the block every day if you want your work to be out there. But if you go in the house, guess what happens? Another nigga gonna take over the block and that, you know what I mean? So if you really want to claim this block, but they tell you gotta be out here every day. So trust me, we gonna be out here every day, man. Just hope y'all be out here with us, man.
Next time, bring some snacks.
She always needs
You
snacks.
got Treetops information?
Nah.
Y'all got each other's
Treetop
number?
just came home. I
No,
gotta get his information
because
now.
he said something in the chat about a car, like something about a car or something like that. That's a good one. I'm not sure if they have subtitles on the podcast. I can. If
Hey, yo, Irish,
Stop.
chill, yo. Hey, yo, Irish, chill, yo. You know my mic loud so I can see the red. Hey, yo, Irish, chill, yo.
we're gonna check that out. We're gonna make sure everything is right. We got 4 people in here. But I appreciate y'all because you could have been anywhere and y'all
But you here
decided
with
to
us.
stay in here. But y'all definitely see us more.
It's gonna be, no, give me the other hand.
Uh,
It's gonna be a new thing, do it.
oh, the thumbnail.
Yeah.
How can you do it right now on it? You can't.
Okay, that's
So
what I
you
thought.
gonna go back and get it?
I don't know. Hopefully, they usually pick a still moment.
No, they don't.
If you go like this too long, they'll pick that ball.
He said put a green wall behind you. See, the whole purpose is I wanted the camera to be the other way so you guys can see our setup with the computer and everything and our wall right here. But unfortunately, you know what I mean, the camera was pointed to the back. So I don't know. But you know, we're here. I'm gone. I'm
All right.
sorry.
Love y'all, man.
I'm hungry.
We out.